Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurdiana. I want to explain about student-centered learning versus teaching-centered learning. Okay, let me know about student-centered learning versus teacher-centered learning. In the first, what is the student-centered teaching method? Okay, student-centered teaching and learning focus on the needs, abilities, interests, and learning styles of the students and has many implications for the design of curriculum, course content, and interactivity of course. And what is teacher-centered approach to learning? A teacher-centered approach is one where activity in the class is centered on the teacher. It can be compared to a learner-centered approach. The teacher is an effective model of the target language and an important source of information on how the learners are doing. And then the next slide, what is the difference between teacher-centered learning and student-centered learning? Learner-centered environment facilitates a more collaborative way for students to learn. Teacher-centered versus learner-centered learning can we see in the table at the PPT, in this PPT. Teacher-centered focus on instructor evaluate students' learning, and learner-centered focus on students evaluate their own learning, and instructor also evaluates. And then teacher-centered in the classroom is quiet. Usually the teacher more effective, more actively than learner. And then learner-centered classroom is often noisy and busy because mostly students are active than teacher. And then the next slide, which of the two teaching approach is better, student-centered or teacher-centered? In recent years, more teachers have moved toward a student-centered approach. However, some students maintain that teacher-centered education is the more effective strategy. In most cases, it is best for teachers to use a combination of approach to ensure that all students' needs are met. And in my opinion, between student-centered learning and teaching-centered learning that are mostly used in school at the moment is student-centered learning, because in the student-centered learning system, students are required to actively work on assignments and discuss them with the teacher as facilitator. With active students, student creativity will be nurtured. These conditions will encourage teachers not to tend to be monotonous, but always develop and adapt their learning material to the development of science and technology and so on. Thus, the teacher is no longer the main source of learning, but is a learning partner. Okay, and then student-centered learning and demands for wisdom. Mindset change, which then continues on demands for wisdom in student-centered learning implementation based on differences as listed in the table. Okay, we can see that instructor-led model focus on facts, individual effort, passing the test, achieving the grade, individual courses, and then receiving information. And then student-centered learning focus on problem solving, team skills, learning how to learn, continuous improvements, interdisciplinary knowledge, and then interesting and processing information. In the next slide, about what is the similarities of the teacher-centered and student-centered learning compared with student-centered classroom. Students in teacher-centered classroom are passive and respond to environmental stimulation. Teacher has the ultimate authority and is in charge of learning. For that reason, students do not have adequate opportunities to develop their critical thinking and problem solving skills. Okay, thank you. I think now for my presentations. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.